Hello, friends, and welcome to the first match review of the Antonio Conte Spurs era. So, a 3-2 game, and I would say that is the most Tottenham game probably you could ask for, which is perfect for Antonio Conte if you think about what he's coming into. I think there's no better game to exemplify all of our strengths and all of our faults than what we just witnessed. Yeah, what a wild game. 3 red cards, 5 goals, some great stuff on the attacking end, and some comical defending. So, that's what that is. that was the game. Yeah, so let's talk about the lineup. A lot of people were disappointed with the lineup. I didn't think so. I actually liked the lineup a lot. So Ben Davis, I think, is the first point of contention that I wanted to talk about with most people. Like, he's not a world beater or anything, but if you're going to play a back three, one of the things you're going to look for is a left-footed center back. I think just someone who can receive and pass with his left into the midfield or into the left back is a really, really important thing if you're trying to implement a three at the back system. And I think Ben Davis is actually a really underrated passer. We saw him go forward plenty. He was involved in that beautiful third goal. Yeah, no, I don't think Ben Davis is bad. I think there's a reason we call him Joe Ben. There's a reason we call him Steady Ben, blah, 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 whatever. He's boring, but, you know, I think he's fine. I don't get the hate around him, much like I don't get the hate around Winks. But that's another topic of conversation. Dyer in the middle, I think that's where you kind of want him actually. If you're not going to play the middle as a more advanced center back, then you would want someone who's going to be more reserved, head stuff out of the box, and also be able to hit a long ball if needed. Yeah, so Eric Dyer fits in there pretty well. And then Romero, who's going to be the center back, who is going to step out, cut stuff out, and at the expense of that, you run the risk of him doing some crazy stuff and getting sent off, which is indeed what happened. And I think if you had not studied Romero before, yeah, this is just kind of who he is. It's gonna happen. I think the positives far outweigh the negatives with Romero. However, he's like a midfielder on the ball. He is so competent, so agile on the ball. He can play the ball out of defense so confidently that I'm not worried about him when he's being pressured by defenders or blah blah blah. Yeah, so the back three, I think it works fine. I think you're going to look to want to see if there's a better solution there. I would want to see Joe Rodon get a look in. I would want to see Damson Sanchez even look good when he came on. I would just like to see them get a chance, see what they can do. But yeah, as an idea, I don't hate it. I also don't hate the idea of a 3-4-3, which is kind of what we saw, or 3-4-2-1. It's the same thing, really. Yeah, I don't hate it. Lucas survives yet another manager, but I do think he was crucial in their goal today. And I think I think Lucas is one where his positives don't outweigh the negatives, and maybe that's just me. But yeah, no, I didn't think he was great today. Yeah, he scored. Man, I don't know. Lucas is just a very confusing player to me. I don't know how to assess him. Sometimes I really like what he can do with the ball and et cetera, bringing out a pressure. But then other times I'm like, please just pass it. Son was okay for the first half, but then he kind of wore down. I thought Kane was I don't even know. Like, he won a lot of fouls, which was good. Got into some good positions. I think, yeah, the best of Kane we're still yet to see this season, um, which is disappointing. But I think Antonio Conte will be the one to finally get him going in the Premier League. Hopefully, we can see that this weekend. Um, yeah, just in general terms of play, it was really, really nice to see some powers of play. I think one of the things you saw was Ben Davis charging into midfield a little bit, giving the ball to Højbjerg, who spreads out to Region, who has space to run into, then cross into the box. Like, you saw some automations there that were pretty consistent and were able to keep possession with. We looked a lot more confident on the ball already. There were just some moves that I could see that were planned out where I was like, oh, okay, if they had practiced this a little bit more, like I saw Davis pass into the feet of Kane once, and then he was looking to flick it on to Region, like it looked like an obviously rehearsed move, but didn't come off quite yet. But I think it's a thing that I haven't seen for a while, and there's a lot of promising stuff going on already, possession wise, and I'm really, really excited for that. And yeah, there's a reason I left this quadruple of players last. I thought Emerson and Region were superb today. Emerson particularly just kept getting down the right flank, doing exactly what Antonio Conte would like. Being a menace physically, being a menace going up and down and up and down. Just great to see. Great to see him really take up the mantle of a right wing back. I think we've seen him be more reserved recently under Nuno, and he's been great at that. But yeah, no, I thought he was superb today. Man of the match for me. Region, great deliveries into the box, more impetus going forward. I really want to just see more and more and more from Region. There are times when he's just going 100 and he needs to stop for like a second. But on the whole, I think, again, just his positive forward thinking, his speed, and everything is really, really good for that role. And I really hope to see him expand on it. I also think we saw a bit more of Skip and Højbjerg today, both going forward. I think Højbjerg, particularly in the opening minutes of the match, was really, really good going forward and etc. I think that the fan base is kind of turning on Højbjerg right now, which is interesting. I still think he's really serviceable and good. But yeah, no, he's solid, and I don't think I've ever seen a game where we've played without him recently where we look competent in midfield. I don't think you can take Højbjerg out of the equation yet. I think he does a lot of invisible work that is not appreciated by some people. And Skip as well. There's been some lovely times where he's cutting out a ball and passing at the same time, keeping the flow moving, doing some great stuff in midfield that I really, really enjoy. Yeah, I think Skip is just showing more and more that he's ready to take up this role, and the fact that Antonio Conte is trusting him at 20 years old, 21 years old, it's really, really inspiring, and I hope to see more youth players getting those chances. I do hope we see Conte move to a 5-3. Wait, what am I even thinking? 3-4-3, or no? I don't even know what I'm talking about. What is his base? 3-5-3, 3-5-2, 3-5-2. That one. I want to see that because it would allow for another expansive midfielder. I think that suits us better than having another right winger. You do wonder where Stevie gets into the team if we don't have another winger position. But I think you really want to see Ndombele starting matches, and that's the only way I can see him doing that. Yeah, Ndombele, Skip, Højbjerg, and Ndombele, Winks, Højbjerg. Winks came on and did great, by the way. Gio came on, got into some good possessions. Just forgot how Finnish, I guess, since Betis, which is a shame. Really hope he can find his shoeing boots. Hugo, also amazing today. Let's see. Yeah. No. I thought that was a really good match. And again, I think Antonio Conte will have learned a lot about our team from that. And I'm really, really excited for the weekend now. I think we'll see some really good stuff. Yeah, let's pull up some stats. I want to start incorporating this into our little match reviews here. This is not the Vitesse game I wanted to see. Hey, 1 second. Here we go. Okay. Let's scroll down here a little bit. Let's see our little match rating. So they're saying Son is an 8.4, Kane 7.7, Mora 8.4 as well, 5.6 for Romero because of the red card. Yeah, makes sense. Emerson also got a really good rating for a wingback. Skip and Højbjerg got pretty decent ratings. Both Dyer and Davies are fine. Lloris a really good rating for a goalkeeper. I thought Vitesse looked okay as well, by the way. I didn't think they were pushovers. And yeah, let's look at some more interesting stats here. Ball possession, pretty good. 52%. Big chances created 9. They had 15. Antonio Conte's going to rip his hair out because of that. 3 big chances, though, for us. That's what's important. I did think we were pretty dominant. We were playing like a team that actually was better than the opposition. Let's see. And then shots on target, duels, blah, 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 blah. Accurate passes, we had some. Long balls, we had quite a few, but so did they. Yeah, interesting for the most part. But yeah, that's those stats. But yeah, as a whole, I thought good game. Very entertaining game, and I hope to see more of those. I think Antonio Conte is going to see a lot of potential work with here. And yeah, I hope to continue this form going forward. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys for more of the Antonio Conte era. See ya.